Guys, long time no see. For me, it's been about 5 seconds. For you, it's been a day or two. I know I am in the same makeup and shirt that I had on in my favorites video, but it's because I was going to talk to you about some perfumes that I've been loving this past month, but there's 5 of them and it just would have been too much. So I thought I'm just going to film a quick, hopefully, separate video on the new fragrances I've obtained this month and let you know my thoughts. So a couple of these were sent to me. One was given to me as a gift and I purchased a couple of them. So let's go ahead and jump in. The first was sent to me by Twisted Lily. If you don't know, I have a coupon code with Twisted Lily. I get a lot of my perfumes from there. They are an amazing perfume retailer. Highly recommend them. This is, I believe this is a perfume that was exclusive to maybe Blue Mercury for a while, and now Twisted Lily has it, which is exciting. This is from Hermetica, and it is Peony Pop. So look at this, first of all, beautiful bottle. I have been on a green train lately. I have been getting all green clothes, all green everything. I love this emerald green and gold bottle. So pretty. So this one has a lot of notes, so bear with me. It's got osmanthus, which is kind of like apricot, blackcurrant, rose, bergamot, grapefruit, and violet leaf on the opening. I get the blackcurrant and the bergamot and grapefruit the most. It does have a little bit of a citrus opening, but it's not overly citrus because if y'all know me, it's not my favorite. In the middle, it's got peony, raspberry, jasmine, geranium, lily of the valley, and iris. And then on the base, it has musk, vetiver, plum, sandalwood, cedar, amber, myrrh, and moss. This is, to me, the perfect fruity, floral, spring, summer fragrance. Now, I wore this yesterday, and I'm going to tell you, I wore 1 spray on each arm and a spray on my clothes. So 3 sprays total, which is way less than I typically do. I tend to be an oversprayer with scents. I sprayed it at 7 o'clock in the morning. When I went to change at 8 o'clock that night, I could still smell it on my clothes, and I could smell it on myself, like in a very nice scent bubble, for at least 8 hours. But again, it stayed on my clothes even longer. Very long lasting, very fruity, very floral. The most that I get out of this is the peony, the blackcurrant, and then as it dries down, I get more of that creamy sandalwood and plum. And then those floral notes, also mixed in there. So good. Very good. This reminds me of something, and I don't know what it is. I'm not saying it reminds me of another perfume, but it reminds me of something. I can't put my nose on it right now, but oh my goodness. So good. So this is available on Twisted Lily on April 1st. So mark your calendars and take advantage of that 10% discount code. If you like a fruity floral, especially for the upcoming seasons, I think you are absolutely going to love this, especially if you want something that lasts forever with very minimal use. Okay, the other fragrance that was sent to me by The Maker Fragrances, which I had never heard of them up until this. This is the Naked Eau de Parfum. The Maker Hotel is kind of based off of that. And so they sent this little, looks like what you get like a hotel key card in, and it is a collection of all of their scents and it describes all of them. And they have amazing sounding scents. They also have candles, but this specific one is called Naked, and it is a sensual musk. So it has pink pepper, tangerine, angelica. I love angelica. I'm not big on green notes, but angelica is one that I adore. It also has carrot, which is so unique. I don't have a single fragrance that has carrot as a note. Orris, cyclamen, white musk, amber, and papyrus. This definitely reminds me something of my childhood. And every time I have worn it since I've gotten it, I'm trying to figure out what that is. And I cannot put my finger on it. But oh, it is so nostalgic to me. So nostalgic. This to me is I have had a lot of people ask me about soapy scents. This to me starts off as a soapy scent, which is not a bad thing, but I definitely get that vibe starting off. I don't get as much pink pepper. I do get the angelica, which again, I absolutely adore. I do get the tangerine. I don't get carrot, but I'm sure it does something. The orris gives a little bit of powder to this. And then again, the amber, white musk, and papyrus. Oh, I wish I could determine what this is. This is a To me, a year-round scent. I think this is appropriate for any season. It is a musky scent. And maybe somebody would say it's more appropriate for night, but I would wear this day and night. So if you like that like soapy, fresh, but still a little bit sensual scent, this is gonna be something to try out for sure. The longevity was really good on me. I did not need much at all. This was another one that I only needed a couple of sprays and I was good to go. It lasted well on clothes and the skin. Another one that I am super interested in is Fire. This is a sultry amber, a smoky gourmand. Yes, please. That's right up my alley. They have Paradiso, which is a fruity floral that smells like pure joy. Stag, which is a rich, warm blend of woods. So seductive woods. They also have Wild, which is an amorous floral. And then they have Libertine, which is a divine citrus. And again, they also have candles, but that is the Maker Naked. I have been enjoying it. I feel like it's definitely something that I didn't have in my collection. I don't have a ton of soapy scents. Definitely don't have one that smells like this. It takes me back. I am going one day, I'm going to be wearing it and it's going to be like, that's what it smells like. It's going to come to me. But until then, I'm just going to bask in the nostalgia that it brings because even though I don't know exactly why it's nostalgic to me, I'm enjoying it nonetheless. Okay, the next one is one that I purchased after smelling it in Ulta. This is actually a designer perfume. I only purchased the small one, but I feel like I'm gonna go through this fairly quickly. This is the Billie Eilish perfume, and I believe it's just called Eilish. So this is the travel spray. And this is a sweet, powdery, comforting, smooth, how else do I describe it? Scent. It is, the main accords are vanilla, sweet, warm, spicy, cacao, amber, and powdery. So I do smell a little bit of the cacao coming through, but it's got sugar, mandarin orange, red berries. I don't get orange. Vanilla, cacao, spicy notes, rose. I don't get rose. Tonka bean, amber, musk, and woody notes. I mostly get sugar, vanilla, cacao, tonka bean, maybe a little bit of amber. This smells so delicious. If you are a gourmand lover, definitely give this a try. I wore this. I sprayed it. I went to Ulta with Cortland. I sprayed it there. I came home. I had it on. I was like, Chad, do you like this? And if y'all have watched any of my fragrance videos with Chad, you are going to know he is very particular about scents. And he was like, oh my goodness, yes, that's one of my favorites. And when I told him what it was, he was like, see, the designers can be good. And I'm like, well, I never said designers can't be good. I have plenty of favorite designer perfumes, but I went back and purchased the travel size because he and I both love it so much. So again, if you are someone who likes those vanilla, sweet, gourmand, yummy scents, definitely give this one a try. I find the longevity to be medium. It's not as long as the first two that I talked about by any means, but it's also more than like an hour. So I'll take it. So this next one is also one to get if you are a sweet lover, but it is a different kind of sweet in my opinion. If you have followed my fragrance collection videos at all, you know that the Greek perfumer Theodoros Kalatonis is one of my favorites because he made Coffee Addict, which is so divine. So I wanted to try this. This is the Vanilla Eau de Parfum, and it's just called Vanilla. Now, when I look on Fragrantica, I only see the Eau de Toilette, which says caramel, vanilla, and patchouli. Maybe that's the same thing these are. I'll have to look it up and put it on the screen if it's any different. This, to me, is the sweetness that you get when you're making cake. This is cake batter in all of its fine glory. Definitely cake batter. Ugh, it's so good. It's not the longest lasting on me, but I don't even care. I would spray this all day just to smell like cake batter. I have said many times before that two of my favorite scents is for me to smell like a man or cake. And this one definitely makes me smell like cake. So I wanted to share that. Now, the final one that I have was actually a gift from a very dear friend of mine who knew that I had been wanting this fragrance for a while. This is from Chanel and it is Coromandel. This is, okay, if you don't like patchouli, move on. I'm just gonna tell you that right now because this is very heavy on patchouli. I love a good, well-made, well-blended patchouli fragrance, and this is definitely it. Now, patchouli is listed in the middle, but I get it right off the top. The top notes are bitter orange, citruses, and neroli. It does have a little burst of citrus at the beginning, but it's not, again, something that lingers or is too strong. Patchouli, orris root, rose, and jasmine. It has base notes of white chocolate. I don't get white chocolate. Benzoin, amber, olibanum, incense, woody notes, and musk. Ugh. You have to like an incensey, patchouli, earthy, dirty fragrance to appreciate this. This is amber. I do get a lot of amber on this. So if you like that, what I just described plus amber, I think you're really gonna like this. I took a screenshot of one of the reviews on Fragrantica and I had to read it to you because it's just perfect to me. I will try to link my Fragrantica profile down below because it is where I keep track of every perfume that I have, every perfume that I want, every perfume that I had. So if you're interested to see that as far as my collection, I'll put that down below. But okay, so now keep in mind, this reviewer this perfume wasn't for them, okay? But I still feel like the way he explained it was perfect, or she explained it. This is just too classy and elegant for me. It's very, very good, but not for me. Wearing Coromandel makes me feel like I should know things about wine or the opera, but I don't. It makes me feel like I'm trying too hard. I know that sounds negative, but it's because it wasn't for her. But it makes me feel like I should know things about wine and the opera that I don't. It struck a chord with me because I totally agree with that. It's a very elegant, classic fragrance. Very. You have to be someone that is confident wearing a scent to pull this off, in my opinion. This is unisex. I think both men and women could wear it and it would smell fabulous on either one. But to me, this is not a safe blind buy. It is something you need to smell beforehand to make sure it is for you. It is so for me and I love every bit of it. So I wanted to definitely tell y'all that I now finally have this in my collection. Thank you to my dear friend. And I will cherish it always because it is right up my alley. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, the quick roundup of the 5 newest perfumes to my collection. As always, I will have everything listed and linked down in the description box below. If you have any new scents that you have gotten recently and want to share them with us, please do. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you're all staying happy, healthy, safe, and sane, and that most of all, you go out and have a very blessed day.